Hello there, fellow home cooks, and welcome back to Solane Kitchen Moments. Doon po sa mga nakaparoon ng aming mga previous episodes, thank you so much for joining us again today. And for those of you who are watching us for the very first time, welcome po sa inyo. Hindi kayo magsisisi dahil ito ang show na mas pasasalapin natin ang usapan about food, travel, and life. At nagbabalik din sa atin, Solane Kitchen Moments set, si Chef Aileen Conde. Hi, Chef!
Hi, how are you?
Mabuti, Chef! How are you? Welcome back!
Thank you for having me.
Siyempre, doon sa ating first episode, pinag-usapan natin yung journey ni Chef Aileen from the very beginning, her influences sa pagiging pastry chef. Ngayon, pag-uusapan natin yung mga travels at saka yung mga parang further learnings abroad to bring you to where you are now. Prior to all of this, have you always been an avid traveler when you were younger?
Whenever we go out of the country, we make it a point to try mga local bakeries, and then we try to recreate it here. Problem lang, ang laki ng challenge kasi yung ingredient. For example, yung cheesecake, there's an abundant supply of dairies
That's
abroad. But here, it's imported. So it's quite expensive yung ingredients.
Yes.
And then limited lang.
So, Chef, would you say when you travel abroad, yung mga first places na pinupunta nyo lagi ay restaurant?
Yes. So whenever we travel, the first thing we check out is yung mga local restos, dairy, yung Delhi local bakeries.
Yes.
Kasi in each area that we go to, we make it a point na we try different cuisine.
Aside from traveling with your family, di ba, and then trying out all of these different foods, pastries, etc., you also travel because parang continuing education.
Yes. When we travel, dapat may schooling included kasi para it's not a waste of resources. It's purposive and learning something new. So when I come home, I bring something new to the business.
How long usually is a course?
Yung depende kasi yung basic course in 2008, I went to Wilton for 3 months.
Okay.
And then 2010, mga 1 month, another school. Depende sa module. So minsan 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And then what's another course naman that you took na medyo mas closer to what you're already doing?
The wedding cakes, the birthday cakes, kasi yung design kasi it's slow. Unlike pastries kasi it's fast-paced. So decorating mas slower, on the slower side.
Right.
Kasi design siya. Pero pag baking fast.
What about like for example for designs? Ano yung nakita mo nag-iba na trend through the years?
Way back, mga 20 years ago, 15 years ago, everything was done manually. Ngayon kasi meron ng mga may pattern na. So, yung mga designs na, and then there are mga equipment na to make your life easier. Mas efficient ngayon sa cake decorating. Ang daming gamit lumalabas every now and then. So, we cannot just keep buying everything to choose which design na ito na lang ang gagawin ko kasi it's gonna last longer yung design. It's timeless.
Yun, pwede. During your travels, at dahil hindi tayo makatravel ngayon, ano yung pastry na yun na namimiss mo talaga?
Cheesecake. Ang cheesecake kasi it's very European or very US, very American. Dito sa atin, ang dairy na a good quality, we have to import it pa. So it's a challenge for creating the recipe here. That's why I came up with this recipe. Kasi parang it represents the travel that we used to have. Pag nasa ibang bansa tayo, we keep eating. And one of our favorite is cheesecake.
Is this just a New York cheesecake or what's the title of your cheesecake?
This one, we're gonna make Dulce de Leche Cheesecake.
Oh my gosh,
so
good.
It's two-tone cheesecake. So with 2 flavors in it.
Right.
The plain cheesecake and the Dulce de Leche cheesecake. And then i-dress up natin
Oh
with
my
the other
goodness.
garnishings.
Oh, can't wait to try. Lipat na tayo sa ating kusina. And we're now here in the kitchen with Chef Aileen pa rin. At ang gagawin niya para sa atin ay ang cake that represents the travel she misses the most. And this is the
Dulce de Leche Cheesecake. So, ang ingredients, I divided into 4 parts. Kasi ito yung area na to. Ito yung cream cheese, the sugar, the eggs, the heavy cream, the sour cream, the cake flour, and vanilla. Ito yung base natin. And then the dulce, ito yung pang-flavoring natin.
Okay. This is egg white.
This is egg white. Now, yung egg white, hiniwalay ko from the egg yolk, some of the eggs, para i-beat natin later to give that cheesecake a fluffy, airy texture.
Okay.
And then, the last part is the crushed graham and the melted butter. Now, make sure when you buy butter, it should be unsalted. Kasi sa baking, when the cookbook says butter, ano siya, unsalted.
Unsalted dapat, yes. Solid na. So
Creamy.
I cannot wait to get started, Chef. Ano ba ang first step?
Okay, first step natin, meron akong boiling water.
Aha.
So itong water na to, ilalagay natin to later
Aha.
pag ready to bake ka na. Now, yung cream cheese mo, have to make sure pala, tip natin, is dapat room temperature. So when you take it out of the ref, of the fridge, dapat ilagay niyo muna siya sa table, cut into cubes.
Para mas madali siyang...
Pag mix natin sa mixer, walang lumps. First, i-prepare the crust. Mix natin to. Then whenever my family and I will travel, I have an aunt in the US, in the East Coast. So whenever we visit her, we love to eat. Favorite namin to cheesecake. So ito na yun.
Yun na, tapos na.
So make sure na naka-mix siya yung butter and the graham. Bakit lagyan ng butter? Para siya mag-bind together and then hindi dry. So ito yung pan, nakalagay na siya na yung foil. So ito na.
Flatten natin siya. Nice, mukhang very solid na siya.
It's messy lang.
Okay lang yan, Chef.
So ito na.
Ready na yung
crust. You have to press it down.
Yeah. I-ready na ang.
Ready natin. Kaya mahal ang cheesecake kasi mahal ang cream cheese.
Yes.
And then we have whipping cream pa.
Oo.
The heavier, the higher the fat content.
Mas masarap siya.
Ayun. Lagay natin yung
yung
sugar. This is white sugar.
Yes.
This is 250 grams. So, medyo, it will take a few minutes. Yeah, so after nag-mix na, we mix the cream cheese and then kanina with the sugar and then the eggs.
Yes.
And then mix it for around 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then add na the heavy cream,
Yes.
the sour cream. Bakit may sour cream?
Yan, oo nga eh.
So para may tangy, or may kick, sour flavor. Kasi in cheesecake, it tastes good if it has something sour, tangy in it. And then the cake flour, and para may mag-rise siya. And then vanilla flavor.
That's it.
So, we take it out of the mixer.
Ang ganda na smoothness niya, parang siyang kumikinang. Beautiful. And it smells so good.
Yes, And then, in another bowl, nandito ni egg whites.
Okay.
So, we'll whip it into stiff peak. Why? Para it will give this batter an airy texture, parang medyo softer texture. So ito, very airy, parang may softer texture.
Yes.
So ito, hanggang stiff peak siya, meaning para may air.
Yes.
Hindi siya babagsak. So, lagay na natin. So, konting mix lang kasi just incorporate, otherwise magde-deflate siya pag over-mix. Yun na. So, kita mo siya, yung consistency niya, bubbly.
Yes.
So, ito na yung cheesecake batter mo. Hatiin natin into 2 parts. Kasi you want to flavor the other one with dulce de leche. You have 2 batters here. And then, we will mix the dulce de leche in one bowl. Ito yung flavored na cheesecake.
That is 1 can of, dulce de leche. So, ito na ang workout of the day ni Chef ngayon. Ang kanyang arm workout. Problema yung kanan.
So, kita mo siya. See the difference in color?
Yes,
this is two-tone.
Yes.
So, hatiin natin siya into half. Kasi this is, again, good for 2 pans.
Yes.
So, ito na yun. Now, ito naman, hatiin natin ito.
Na-imagine ko na itsura niya mamaya. Oh my gosh.
Now, we will put a little, the dulce de leche. Ito na yung baking pan natin.
Yeah.
So, before you start baking, dapat yung oven mo, preheated na at 140 to 150.
Okay.
And then you have boiling water already.
Yes.
You put this in the baking pan.
Right.
So, remember, the outer pan mo should be bigger than your inner pan. So, yung water mo, if this is your pan, half to 3 quarts.
Kalahati to 3. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The dulce de leche cake we baked for 1 hour and a half at 140 to 150 degrees.
Okay.
And then submerged in hot water. So, this is dulce de leche at the bottom, and then plain white cheesecake on top. After taking out of the oven, cool it for, let's say, 2 hours sa room temp. Okay, so now we will garnish the cheesecake. So, you can do this at home kung may special occasion.
Yes.
Okay. So, since this is dulce de leche, Ito na yung piping bag with
Yan.
dulce de leche. Okay,
Good
then,
tip.
again, the
The pecan, crumble.
So you can
Yun.
put as much as you want.
So more texture.
Then you can put fresh strawberries.
That's a grabe.
Kaya lang ang strawberries, nag-dry out siya
Oh, okay.
agad. So
Mhm.
sometimes we put gelatin. Then we have whipping cream.
My goodness. Special events cake nyo na naman to, guys.
And then you can have chocolate. This is the chocolate syrup.
Yun.
This chocolate you can buy in a grocery store or
Mhm.
any baking shop.
Yes.
So these are dark chocolate.
Aha.
Oh, so you can
Ay, oo nga.
extra decoration. So it's up to you how you decorate it.
At eto ang Dulce de Leche Cheesecake ni Chef Aileen. But as usual, bago ko itong tikman, tatanungin muna kita ng isang, special memento or special possession na meron ka that reminds you of your journey about your travels.
Whenever we travel, like I'm conscious of the time.
Okay.
Kasi different time zone.
It's true.
We have clients here like calling us every day. So I never go out without a watch. Kasi anong oras na sa Pilipinas. Kasi we have clients calling us every now and then.
Right.
So we make it a point to respond to them as soon as we can.
Oh, wow. Hindi natutulog si Chef masyado. Always alert and available. So this is it. I think it's time for me to taste this wonderful, wonderful cheesecake that you've made for us. Papabrew na ako ng kape. So good. You're right about the tanginess of kaya mo siya nilagyan ng sour cream. Ang sarap niya. Chef, super thank you. I'll see you again, ha?
Yes.
Yay! Di pa ito ang huli natin pagsasama, Chef.
Thank you for having us.
At saka ito nga pala, for those interested na gayahin itong recipe na ito, subukan sa bahay, screenshot nyo lang itong recipe page natin. So that's it. That's all the time we have for this episode, but we're hoping to catch us dito sa show kung saan mas sumasarap ang kwentuhan with every dish na pinagsasaluhan. Ito po ang Solane Kitchen Moments. Please do follow Solane on Facebook and also subscribe to their YouTube channel. See you guys soon! Happy eating!